So once you've placed the pocket on your lining, make sure that the pocket is about 2¼ inches down from the top, and just make it even, and we're gonna go sew this on the sewing machine. Okay. Grab your lining piece with your pocket and just start sewing. You want to sew really close to the edge, about 1/8 or 1/4. Back stitch. When you get to the corner, make sure your needle is down and you release your foot and you move it. Move your fabric. Place your foot back down and continue sewing. Remove pins as needed. And you're going to stop your sewing when you get to the top. And back stitch. So once you have attached your pocket onto your lining, we're going to attach the facing onto the lining. So this is your good side of the fabric and this is your good side, and we're going to go ahead and attach it on the top here, and then you want to pin it. And then we're going to sew it at 1/2 inch. Make sure you do the same thing on the other lining. Without the pocket, we're going to do the same thing. Attach the facing onto the lining at 1/2 inch. So now we're going to attach the facing onto the lining at 1/2 inch. Once you're done sewing the facing onto the lining, you're going to press it. You're going to move the facing up and press with the iron. Once you've pressed the facing onto the lining, we're going to do a top stitch of 1/8. 1/8 is going to be really close to the seam. So we're going to do the top stitch of 1/8 right here. Make sure that your under seam is pushed up and facing upward, not downward. So once you finished your top stitch on your facing, we're now going to attach both linings together. So you're going to grab your other lining and good side to good side. I'm going to put it on top. Make it even. Then starting from here all the way down at 1/2 inch, you're going to sew. When you get to about here, you want to stop and leave 4 inches of space because we're going to turn it out So you leave 4 inches space, and then you're gonna continue here again and finish it off. So let's pin it into place so you can see what it will look like. Here's where you're gonna leave 4 inches space. It's about 4 fingers. And I'm gonna put my pin here so I know I need to start my sewing again. So now we're gonna sew it at 1/2 inch. Remove your pins as needed. Also make sure that the 2 seams on your facing are the same, are matching. Back stitch. And about here, we're gonna back stitch, and then we're gonna leave the 4-inch gap that you marked, and then go back, put the needle in, back stitch again, and continue. Make sure you're holding onto your fabric so it doesn't move around. When you get to the corner, you have your needle in, lift up your foot, move it, put your foot down, and continue. Lift your foot, move your fabric, put it down, start again. Remember, on this side, you're just gonna close it. You do not need to leave a gap. Make sure when you get to the facing part that the seams are matching. When you get to the top, back tack. Once you've sewn your linings together, it should look something like this with the 4-inch gap, and you continue and you end it here.